One single person showed America a superpower, stars in the day. In 2013, he stole more than 1 million top secret documents of America and exposed them to the world. Since then, for the last 11 years, he has been America's most wanted criminal. But despite causing so much damage to the American government, today the world sees him as a hero. But why? How did he steal the documents of the world's top secret agency? Why did he leak them? And after all this, how has he managed to stay out of America's grasp? The morning of June 6, 2013, brought a big trouble for the American government. The Guardian and the Washington Post published a series of news articles which revealed the top secret documents of the NSA, National Security Agency. These documents not only shocked the Americans, but also mobile users all over the world when they discovered that the American government was secretly monitoring every mobile user. These documents exposed the NSA's secret program, PRISM, a secret program that gave the US government the power to access the data of millions of Verizon customers. Verizon is a mobile operator in America, similar to how mobile companies function in India and Pakistan. The security agency hacked the computers of Hong Kong and China's military, tapped Angela Merkel's phone, who was the Chancellor of Germany at the time, and the British government's communication headquarters, GCHQ, ran a program to keep an eye on its citizens. The leaked documents revealed conversations between the NSA and GCHQ, where both agencies were looking for ways to deceive people through propaganda. At first, no one knew who had leaked these documents and whether they were really true or not, because news agencies are not required to disclose their sources. But 3 days later, a person came forward to take responsibility for leaking the top secret documents. 29-year-old Edward Snowden, a high school dropout. He had started his career in the US military but was discharged after a year. In 2005, he got a job as a security guard at the University of Maryland. Edward Snowden may not have been good at studies, but his computer skills were so strong that the CIA hired him. After spending a few years with the CIA, in 2009, American tech giant Dell hired him, as Dell had a contract to upgrade the NSA's computer systems. At that time, they also assigned Edward to the project, where he started as a supervisor, but later became a cyber strategist. Until this point, Edward Snowden was considered a gem by the CIA and NSA. But what happened next that made him a traitor in the eyes of these agencies? The truth is that, while operating and upgrading the NSA's computers, Edward found out that the NSA had the power to access any mobile user's personal data. He saw some records that he initially thought were related to international criminals, but in reality, these were records of peaceful American citizens. At the same time, there was a debate in the US Congress regarding intelligence issues. Ron Wyden, an American politician, asked the director of the NSA, James Clapper, in front of the entire Congress, whether their agency collects data on Americans. This session was broadcasted on national television. James Clapper told millions of people that no, their job was only related to foreign intelligence. Edward Snowden was shocked to see his director lie on television in front of everyone. He was so furious that 3 days later, he left his job at Dell, where he was earning $200,000 annually. In 2013, he left Dell and joined Booz Allen Hamilton, a company that worked with the US military, CIA, and NSA. He was assigned to an NSA project here as well. The NSA claims that Edward stole so many files from their system that they are unable to estimate their number. It could be more than 2 million. But what did Edward do that allowed him to copy files from this top secret agency without anyone noticing? The surprising thing is that he didn't use any complex hacking tools for this work. Instead, he did everything using a small USB drive. How? Because in normal offices, there are restrictions on USB drives due to the risk of data theft. In addition, in any company system where confidential data is stored, not every employee has the authority to access the data. These were the computers of the National Security Agency, whose security had no loopholes. Before doing this, Edward planned his escape, taking advantage of his location. Since he was hired for an NSA project by Booz Allen Hamilton, he was kept 5,000 miles away from the NSA headquarters in Maryland. Hawaii is 6 hours behind Maryland, so when Edward worked in his Hawaii office, it was already after hours at the NSA headquarters. Another advantage was that he had access to the NSA headquarters servers through a thin client system, which was actually outdated. Thirdly, Edward himself was a system administrator, so he had high security clearance, which gave him more rights. This meant that he could copy data from any system without being noticed. Edward Snowden took advantage of this and copied more than 2 million files from 5,000 miles away, all without being noticed. After working for just 4 weeks in the Hawaii office, Edward decided to expose the NSA's actions to the world. He copied all the documents onto a USB drive, cleverly hid the drive from the security guard, and left the office. Pretending to be sick and taking leave, he turned off his phone and flew directly from Hawaii to Hong Kong. But when he didn't return for several days and his number was unreachable, the NSA became suspicious and began searching for him. After reaching Hong Kong, he met with some trusted journalists, gave them the documents, and the next day, those documents became the headlines around the world. The documents leaked by Edward Snowden sparked a new debate about the secret powers of the NSA worldwide. The US government accused him of stealing government property, hacking into national security systems without authorization, and passing top-secret information to unauthorized individuals. The American government demanded that Hong Kong hand over Edward Snowden, but he had already planned his every move. By the time they made their demand, Edward had already taken a flight to Russia, where he was granted asylum initially. In September 2022, Putin revealed that the tool NoSmurf, which Snowden had mentioned, allowed security agencies to access the microphones of phones, enabling them to listen to surrounding sounds without interruption. Some people consider Edward Snowden a traitor, while others believe he is a hero who exposed the true face of the NSA to the world. What's your opinion on this matter? Please let me know in the comments section. I hope you will like and share this video. Thank you for your loving comments. See you in the next exciting video.